Jai Jagannath. Can anybody tell me what is IQ? Full form. Brilliant. EQ? Absolutely stunning. Now, what is PQ? Who said passion quotient? Please get up. A big round of applause. So I'll talk to you about PQ. My daughter Ankita, in 2006, she got 93% overall and 97% in science. I asked my daughter what she wants to do. So she said she wants to take arts. But everybody in our family are either pathetic engineers or hopeless doctors. So my family, they wanted her to become either an engineer or a doctor. So mu taku pacharli ma tu kon koribu? Engineering koribu ki medical koribu? Se कहला कि maths सुनिले मुंडो बिलुची ଆଉ ସାଇନ୍ସ କହିଲେ ପେଟ କାଟୁଛି ତ କ'ଣ କରିବୁ ତ ମୁଁ ଆର୍ଟ୍ସ ନେବି 2 days back I was telling in DPS parents, some of your parents might be there are two creatures in my house who I am very scared of. One is Sherni, my wife, and the other is Babbar Sherni, my mother-in-law. So both of them pounced on me. How can she do arts? How can she take up arts? Arts is for duffers. This was 10 years back, you know. So I said, see, she doesn't want to do something, either science or maths, so let her take up whatever she's interested in. No. You wanted to become a literary person and all that, so but you were forced to do engineering, so your unfulfilled aspirations, you are trying to force on your child or whatever and all. And then my mother-in-law came up with the ultimate argument. She said, 2 years, let her do maths or science, let her brain develop. She did like this. After that, she can do arts or whatever. So I told her 730 days of her life, you want to destroy, smudge, smother and smash only because you think arts is not right and maths and science are right for her. That day I do not know from where I got strength. I chanted Hanuman Chalisa, drank 2 glasses of badam milk, did a little of exercise and all that, developed some 12-pack ab or whatever it is, and I told nothing doing she's going to take arts. Finally, she took up arts. She worked hard and she topped the state of Odisha. Till now, she's the only student to top the state. You've got IITs and you've got IIMs and you've got many other things, but I don't think anybody has topped the state of Odisha from the steel city of Rourkela. After that, my wife also came on board. She also supported her fully. She did her graduation from Christ University, Bangalore. She joined an ad agency. She worked there for around a year or so. And then she told me one evening, Papa, I'm feeling suffocated here. I said, why? She said, I'm doing weird kind of work. There's no creativity. The then director of Nirja, the Nirja film you've seen, you've heard, that was being made by Ram Madhwani, who was my daughter's boss, and he had given her the job of researching what Nirja's costumes were there in 1980, what the aircraft looked like in 1980, and the carpet and this and that. So she said, where is the creativity? I'm feeling stifled. So I said, okay, what do you want to do? She said, I want to become a blogger. I said, do it. I want to travel. So she started traveling within the country, in Asia, and now she's in South America for the last 3 months, and she is the brand influencer of the Titan Raga watch. Titan Raga, most of you would have heard. It's a big brand, you know. She's a brand influencer of that. She has an Instagram following of 18,500. I have an Instagram following of 242. In my house, everybody is famous, you know. So she has become an achiever, right? Within quotes. And she's making money also. But more than the achievement, more than the money, what she's doing is, she's following her passion. What is she doing? She's enjoying herself. I have always believed in 2008. In 2010, Baba Ranchhod Das said this, follow your passion, do what you enjoy, excellence will come. Don't follow success, follow excellence. I said this in 2008. So I'm the original idiot. Right? So she is enjoying. So I want to tell all my young friends here that please convince your parents. I'm sure your parents are not your enemies. They will be convinced. They will follow you. Please tell them what you want to do. I'm not saying becoming a drug addict or joining WWE or becoming Trump's chela. Please, don't become Trump's chela. But if you want, if photography is your passion, if literature is your passion, if fashion design is your passion, if blogging is your passion, writing is your passion, painting is your passion, engineering is your passion, okay, fine. Follow that. But don't go against your gut feeling, your passion, because then you won't be happy. And I think it's the primary duty of everybody, every parent and every child, to be happy. Now people talk about ethics and all that. So earlier, when Archana madam, who's sitting here, when she was a young mother, so she would say A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, and D for doll. Right? That's what sometimes back. But now the present generation of new mothers, what do they say? A for Adarsh scam, B for Bofors scam, C for Colgate scam, and D for defense deals. Corruption has become omnipresent, omnipotent, everywhere it is there. It is the big C. Cancer is no more the big C. The big C is corruption. So during the time of Ashoka the Great, not Ashoka Shah Rukh Khan, Ashoka the Great, people would go out of their houses leaving them unlocked. And today, आज क्या हाल है कि ट्रेन में जो संडास है उसका जो मग है उसको भी चेन से बांध के रखते हैं. That has become our national culture. So what I'm trying to tell you is that our generation has failed, man. Our generation has failed. All of us sitting here, we have failed. We have not been able to stem the rot of corruption. But you guys are the future. Please make your commitment. The ethics pledge is right, man. Make a commitment that you will not follow or fall prey to the monster of corruption, to the big C. Please realize that money is the means, it is not the end. Money cannot bring you happiness. And I have statistics to prove that. Can you tell me which are the happiest countries in the world? Anybody? Anybody? Did anybody say Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, right? Finland? These are the countries happiest on the index of happiness. And on the index of corruption, they are the lowest. India is the highest in the index of corruption and lowest in the index of, one of the lowest in the index of happiness. So money will not get you happiness. So please, I'm praying, I'm pleading, I'm beseeching and imploring you guys to make tomorrow far better than our generation made today. Then just a couple of points. India, I'm giving India a new name. It is called Selfistan. Everybody is taking selfies, right from the Prime Minister to you know who. The other day, two ladies from my hometown, from my home state, Andhra Pradesh, they had gone to Raigada on a boat in a village, you know. In a river, they were going by a boat. They decided to take a selfie. The boat capsized and they both fell down, they drowned, and now they are taking selfies with Yamraj. Is it really worth it? Tell me, is it really worth it? Then there was this gentleman, youngster from Rourkela, outskirts of Rourkela. In that Kuarmunda jungle, he was taking selfie with an elephant. The elephant trampled him. I'm feeling sad. There was this guy, an engineer like me, you know, a useless engineer like me. He was going from Jharsuguda, our place, you know, our place. On top of the train, he was going. And he was taking a selfie. He got in touch with the high voltage wire and he was electrocuted and he died. Is your life so simple? Is your life so cheap that you will do all these things? There was this gentleman from one of the schools whose children are present here. I'm not giving his name, I'm not giving the school, but everybody knows. Let us call him Gopal. he was getting down from a running train and getting up again. And behind him in the compartment, some of his friends were taking videos and applauding him, shouting at him, cheering him. He tried to repeat that process. He got down, he went running, and he got up. And as he was trying to get up, his foot slipped. He fell down on the tracks, and his body was cut into two pieces. And that particular video came to me on WhatsApp from one of my media friends. You all know who I'm talking about. Just imagine what the parents would have gone through. Is your life so cheap? I don't think. Now we have this blue whale. I used to think my mother-in-law is the blue whale because she wants to murder me. But this blue whale wants to murder as well as commit suicide. Wants to make you commit suicide or whatever. I don't have to elaborate. But there's one thing which is very, very serious. It is that incident in Ryan School. I've been told by Mr. Rathi to talk about it. You all know about the Ryan School incident. Now, tell me, do you know or not? You've heard of it? What happened in Ryan School? A deplorable, disgusting incident. Now, is Ryan School incident happening only in Ryan School? No. It's happening in buses, it's happening in trains, it's happening in cars, it's happening in parks, it's happening in bazaars, and most dangerous, it's happening inside homes, in the living rooms, in the kitchens, in the drawing rooms. So what I'm telling you, what I told my children, is right touch, wrong touch is important. But I feel that every child knows what is an improper touch. By instinct, you have a gut feeling when you are being touched properly or inappropriately. So what are you going to do? Are you going to wait and lodge a complaint? You are going to shout, you are going to scream, you are going to yell, you are going to bite, you are going to kick and create a racket so that the perpetrator of the crime is brought to justice immediately, at least brought to notice immediately. In Rian's school, possibly the child was scared or what, I do not know. Was he confused? He did not shout or shriek or yell, and that's why possibly that incident happened. So I want you guys to be sure that we are all there to help you. Your parents are there to help you. You know, your teachers are there to help you. Just go to them. Don't feel that you are guilty. Don't feel that you have done anything bad. No, a child is innocent. A child is pure. A child is good. So he or she doesn't have to feel guilty about anything. There is a law. Please Google. You're the Google generation. It is called POCSO. It is one of the most powerful laws enacted in India. It's an extremely child-friendly law. If any time you feel the need, God forbid you will never feel the need for POCSO, you arm yourself with that knowledge that such a law is there, which is going to help you, which has come to your aid, and your parents can be told about this, your teachers can be told about this. Finally, one more point before I close. When I was in class 10, I was entering class 10 in Hyderabad. I was in the best school in Hyderabad, best school in Andhra Pradesh. It's called Hyderabad Public School. So I was among the toppers there, you know. Looking at my face, you can't imagine that I would ever top any class. But those days I used to top a class. I had an attack of malaria, and then again a relapse. In between, my sister's marriage was there. You know, my sister is 9 years older to me, and in those days you had this hum aapke kaun marriages with 10-15 ceremonies. So I lost around 3 months of school in class 10. Can you imagine that? So my rank slipped from, I was a topper, and then I failed in the unit test. I couldn't imagine, and my teacher, he showed the paper to my entire classmates that this is what comes from overconfidence. It was all red, and I remember I got 13 out of 50 or something, you know. So it was a huge shock for me. I started crying and I almost had a nervous breakdown. I said, I won't go to school. For a month and a half, I didn't go to school. Then finally my mother, who was very strict, she said, no, you have to go. Nothing doing, you have to go to school. Otherwise, you're going to just sit there at home or what? So I said, I appear as a private candidate. So I said, we have spent so much of money on you, we can't ask you to appear as a private candidate. So she said, you got 3 days. Those 3 days and 3 nights I didn't sleep. On Sunday, I was to go on Monday. On Sunday, at 12:30, I picked up a phenyl bottle, broke it, and I was about to drink it. When I saw the photograph of my father, it was a big photograph of my father, who was an extremely handsome person, throwing me in the air, and as I'm coming down, he's smiling just before catching me. I thought for a moment, what is going to happen to this smile? And I didn't drink that phenyl. Then I went to my father and I told him, I went to my father and I told him that, Bauji, मैं ऐसा कुछ करने वाला था. So he hugged me, he held me close, he hugged me and he said, no, you don't have to go to school since you're being so traumatized by that. I'll help you out. And he supported me. I did my class 10 through a private as a private candidate and got a first class. And today here I am. It was because of that photograph. Nowadays, suicide has become a fashion in many cases, like in TV serials, Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, Bahu Bhi Kabhi Saas Thi, Dono Aas Paas Thi, or whatever. It has become a kind of a fashion. You get a phone call from your boyfriend, you commit suicide. You don't get a phone call from your girlfriend, you commit suicide. A WhatsApp message or Facebook like, anything and everything can trigger. So a few marks less in the exam like an idiot I was. So just if you get these thoughts in your head, think about your parents. When you take those selfies in dangerous zones, when you ride a bike like this, on the chalk, on the Chaurastas, there are some intelligent people riding the bike like this and talking to the mobile. Hello, Kamla, yes, we'll meet in IG Park at 7:30 in the evening. What's this, man? You're risking your life. If not for yourself, for your parents. What's going to happen to them? Their lives are going to be finished if anything happens to you. They adore you, they love you. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, finally, 4 lines dedicated to this lovely audience in front of me. आसमान के तारे तुम तोड़ सकते हो, आसमान के तारे तुम तोड़ सकते हो, हर मुश्किल को पीछे छोड़ सकते हो, हर मुश्किल को पीछे छोड़ सकते हो, तुम इस देश और दुनिया का कल हो, तुम इस देश और दुनिया का कल हो, हर जीत से नाता जोड़ सकते हो. थैंक यू.